It is once again time for the Law on You with the Aries Premier Attorneys. Today we have Greg Fellerman and Molly Clark, and something that we talk about so often, road work. And that's our question from David in Tunkhannock. He writes in, the temporary signage was confusing and I was hit while trying to navigate an unexpected merge. Can I sue if a poorly marked summer road detour leads to an accident?
David, I think that you can. I can feel you on this question. Sometimes, and especially at night, when you're trying to navigate that, you don't know where you're going. I mean, you can cause an accident, and it's truly not your fault. PennDOT or whoever is running the construction site typically would have an obligation to make sure that it's clear what you're supposed to do. The signs have to be pretty obvious. They have to be well lit. You know, if you're supposed to take a detour, merge off at a certain spot. I find that really difficult to navigate, and I think about, you know, my parents trying to navigate that as they get older and more difficult to see, and they're not as sure of themselves as a driver, or even my kids. I have 2 teenage boys, right, that are just learning to drive and trying to navigate that as well. And PennDOT, or again, whoever's running the site and in charge of the signs, they have to know that. You have to go into that knowing. You can't just be thinking about the experienced drivers and how they're going to navigate it, and it should be obvious to most. That's not enough. That's not fair. You got it. They have an obligation.
Well, and they have to have a plan too. They have to have a plan that when they start to shut these roads down, how they're going to direct or redirect traffic. Believe me, when they lay out a highway or road, it's very detailed and planned out, studied. So sometimes I think when they do these constructions, they just kind of jump into them, and then, you know, you were hit, so regardless, the person who hit you may not have been in control. So a lot of issues, not an easy case, but I think it's a case.
I like it.
And depending on how bad you're hurt, we can definitely give you a hand.
David, thank you for that question. If you wanted your question answered just like him, all you have to do is visit the websites or give the hotline a call.